So we're gonna first just do a recap of the yin and the yang meridians, okay? So yin meridians are contractive, yin meridians are more of those subdued meridians. They go towards the heart, meaning when you are working with a yin meridian, if you want to push that energy through, you always want to do that towards the heart, okay? Yang meridians are away from the heart, movement goes away. Easiest way to explain it, and our wood people will love this, imagine hugging a tree. Everything that the tree is touching are where your yin meridians are housed. Everything the sun shines on is where your yang meridians are housed. So yin meridians are more on the front of the body, yang meridians are more on the sides and the back of the body. So if you can never remember, just be like, if I hug a tree, if that's touching the tree, it's a yin meridian. If it's not, it's a yang meridian. So that's the easiest way to explain meridians. And I'm gonna be showing you a few actual self application techniques that you can do for yourself whenever you're needing it. And it's really great to help activate and just kind of set yourself up for a great day. It's called meridian tapping. It's super simple. Now, there are other kinds of tapping, like if you've heard of EFT, emotional freedom technique, those are actual meridians that you tap on. They are Chinese meridians that you're tapping. You're not just tapping on the forehead, you're tapping on bladder.
Right.
Okay, so they are, well, this is the governing vessel one. Well, kidney might be up. No, kidney's on the foot. So yeah, this one is a little different. It's not a meridian we're talking about today, but that's actual meridians if you've ever done EFT. We're not going to do EFT today. I don't want to overload your brain. We're just going to do easy meridian tapping. It's super simple to do. I recommend standing up for this so that you can get all of your meridians. But we're going to do our yin meridians and our yang meridians together. So we're going to start on the upper body and go down. Easiest way is open up one arm and tap up the arm. You're getting all of the meridians on this arm, and then tap up this one. So we're getting our meridians here are our, I want to say, yeah, it's lung, it's heart, it's pericardium. And then go down the outside. So now we're getting large intestine, small intestine, and triple heater. Again, remembering those are more on the top part of the body.
So these yang.
These are yang now. So if you see how I'm going now down, you gotta go away from the heart. All right, and then give your little tushy a nice slap. Here's bladder and gallbladder. And go all the way down the leg. And then make sure you get the outside of your leg a little. You're getting gallbladder and stomach. This is the best one. Everybody likes this one. So again, you want the tushy down, and then you want the outside of the leg. And then go up. Spleen, liver, kidney. Spleen, liver, kidney. Over here. Yeah. Spleen, liver, kidney. So that took like a minute or so. And don't you feel better?
Yeah.
Great thing to do to activate all your meridians. Do it in the morning before you wake up, before you get in the shower, whenever you're feeling tired. It'll just get all of your meridians flowing. Yeah, and it's so easy to do. Now, some people like to just kind of tap all over their head to get the meridians that are attached to their head. So you can always just do that and tap wherever. And then if you do, because a lot of the kidney ends right on the foot, the bottom of the foot, some people just like to tap the bottom of their feet as well.
Okay. How does this affect my kidney?
Well,
That's what I don't understand.
so that's what I'm going to explain now with the poster. If you want to stay standing, you can. If you want to stay seated. So each meridian line begins and ends somewhere. So you got where they begin and end on your handout. They will travel through that particular organ on their journey from the beginning to the end. So the kidney meridian starts here, goes up your leg and goes through the body, through the kidneys, and then comes to its ending point. So every meridian goes through that organ on its journey. Now, on its journey in Chinese medicine, there's different points with different numbers. We're not gonna talk about that today, because the path is the path. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to push on the kidney point to stimulate the kidney, for example. It's anywhere on the journey. Now, an injury, trauma to a particular part of the body can affect the flow of that meridian. So I've had people that have actually had kidney issues, but it was because they injured their Achilles. So it can affect the energy flow where it is on the physical body. But you don't have to affect that organ right on that one point.
So what, is it a nerve, is it a blood vessel, is it a theoretical concept?
So
What is a meridian?
a meridian is a line of energy. So just like, it's a line of energy. So it's not necessarily where the nerve goes. It's the energy that has been housed there through our circulatory system, our muscular system, our nervous system. It's all of the systems of the human body have come together to create energy. And it's a line of energy.
But it's not something like,
It's not physical.
I can't see it on x-rays.
No. You can't see like kidney point one on an x-ray. It's just the line of energy that these Chinese medicine smart people came up with, and it works. So I don't question it. It's been around this long and it works.
When you tap, is that just activating it?
Yep, so it's just activating your meridians. Now, when you're doing specific points, it's more to help you get to your speed limit. Okay, when you're activating a point. And in yoga practice today, we're going to be activating specific points that are just common areas for that meridian to be taken care of. So there are like common little meridian points. One, for example, was just the bottom of your foot, because it's where kidney starts. It's an easy one. For example, remember how I said bladder? Anything that's stretching our shoulders, you're getting that bladder meridian activated. So that's what the asana poses are going to do. We're going to be either stretching or compressing something to help activate these meridians. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. So we can come back to a seated position. And we're going to begin our practice now. So find yourself into a nice, easy seat. You just close your eyes. Begin to allow your belly to expand on the inhale. And on the exhale, relax. Starting to just breathe in and breathe out. The power of the breath. As you are breathing in and out here, you're already stimulating some of your meridians. Your lung meridian is getting stimulated. Your heart, your pericardium, triple heater. As you continue to breathe in and out, start to notice how you can expand the lungs as much as the air can allow in. And then how you can fully release the breath. Allowing this gentle in and gentle out. As you allow this rhythm of breath to be your aid throughout our practice. And now bringing hands together, Anjali Mudra, I encourage you for your intention today to be something that helps you find maybe some harmony with your element type. Maybe there's a feeling or a word that aligns with your type. And landing on that word, we'll all together take a nice deep breath in And then exhale, head moves towards the hands, just honoring your intention. Allowing the hands to gently rest down, keeping the eyes closed. Make sure your shoulders stay nice and relaxed. We're going to bring in the water element now with some neck circles. So as you begin to circle one direction with the neck, start to open up this area. Our bladder line comes right down both sides of our cervical spine. And then once chin meets chest, you'll just reverse direction. And then once chin meets chest, you'll take a nice deep breath and squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale them back and down, stack the head up, open the eyes. Allow your head to fall to either side. Get that bladder meridian, a nice stretch right here. You can bring your arm out to the side. You can even walk it around, maybe to find your juicy stretch. The top of our trap is where our bladder meridian is housed, and this can be an area that can get tight and the road can get blocked. And then slowly relax that hand back, bring chin to chest, then stack back up and go to the other side. And again, you can bring the arm out, you can play around with the direction. And then slowly relax that hand, chin back down to chest. Again, squeeze up, back and down, stack. And moving now to table position. Doing some cat-cows. Again, we're gonna stimulate our bladder meridian. Remember, it goes all the way down both sides of the spine, through your tushy, down the backs of your legs. So as you begin your cat-cow, start to really feel that versatility of the movement of your spine. And as you continue to breathe and move here, start to notice, are there spots on your spine that they tend to work all together in a chunk? Are there common tension areas you have here? And if you do, feel like pausing, or you feel like bringing different movement. Maybe you do barrel rolls with your rib cage. Maybe you sway your hips a little. Maybe you go forward and back. Let the body intuitively guide you to whatever movement you need. Bladder, one of the longer meridians. It's great to open up all parts of the body to support this meridian. And then eventually, you're gonna start to find your transition when you're ready. You're gonna spread your fingers, plant your hands, and your hips will move up and back, down dog. Great bladder meridian stretch. So as you're in your down dog, again, get all the little cobwebs out. You can bend one knee and then the other, stretching the bladder meridian on both sides of the body. You can twist a little. Again, just listening to what the body needs. And then taking in a nice deep breath and let it all go. Little bend of the knees, walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold at the front of your mat. On an inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Hands can come to shins or mat. Exhale, fold forward. Spread your toes and round up one vertebra at a time. You're almost stacking that bladder meridian as you come up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down when you get there. On an inhale, arms are gonna rise. And exhale, fold forward. We're gonna do some sun salutes to really open up that bladder. Inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step yourself back. Taking some nice deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Walking the feet back to meet the hands. Front of mat. When you're ready, inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. And if you like stacking, feel free, or reverse your swan dive. Rising up. We'll all find our way to heart center, our intention. Take a nice deep breath in, rise up. And exhale, diving forward. Inhale, straight spine. And exhale, fold. And journey back to downward dog. Nice breath in. And nice breath out. Little bend in the knees. One more journey forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, dive forward. One more journey back. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold, and find downward facing dog. And again, just take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Walking now the feet to the midline, walking the hands to the middle of the mat. You're gonna slowly spin to face the right side of the mat. And you're going to begin to heel toe your feet out nice and wide as you wanna go. And then bring your hands forward and start to find a wide-legged downward dog, stimulating our kidney meridian, the inside of our leg. You might stay here. You might also play with taking the dog hands to the right. Maybe you get a deeper stretch that way and your dog hands can go to the left. We're gonna take a couple breaths here. So you can be stationary, you can bring movement to this. You can even rock a little forward and back on your hands, feeling the weight more on the front of the feet and then the back. And then slowly walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and begin to bend the left knee. You can stay here, you can flex that right foot. If you need the floor to come to you, you can get some blocks. And then walk to the other side, getting that kidney meridian, nice juicy stretches. And then you might stay and you want to breathe, or your body's feeling more movement and you just want to flow with breath from side to side. Just listen to the body, see what it needs. In addition to stretching our kidney here, we're stretching other yin meridians. So spleen, liver, kidney is getting a nice stretch. If you've gone to one side for a while, just make sure you even out your sides. Maybe you want to chill for a second and just wide-legged forward fold. And then taking about 2 more full rounds of breath. You can even sigh it out. And then slowly bring your hands to your hips. Root into the feet, rise up. Bringing heels in, toes out. You're gonna start to find goddess squat. You can bring the arms up, palms can face towards the head or away, whatever you like better. And find a little bounce in your goddess. Now, goddess pose is a great yin meridian posture. All of your yin meridians are now open, exposed. It's also a great yang meridian because everything in the back is open. Now that bounce comes up, straight legs, inhale, sweep up, and exhale, scoop down, scoop that grounding energy. We're in the wood element now. We're gonna focus on liver, we're gonna focus on gallbladder. In the inside of our legs is where our liver is housed. This flow I love. I think it feels very purifying. It's like you're reaching to the heavens for inspiration and then coming down to the earth for grounding. Our liver processes all of our toxins. And then the next time you come up, you're gonna sink back into goddess legs and you're gonna bring your hands in front of you. And we're gonna do some lion's breath to detox any emotions that aren't serving us. Being mindful of your neighbor. Imagine the studio is like a spiritual compost and it can handle it, right? We're going to detox any of that emotional energy, anything that's not serving us. So take a nice deep breath in, scrunch everything up, and then lion's breath, let it go. Inhale, let it go. Inhale, let it go. 2 more. Last one. And then slowly straighten the legs. Heel toe your feet back together. Come to face the front of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, rise up. Exhale, fold. Now stimulating our gallbladder meridian, you might need a block in front of you. You're gonna bend the left knee, keep the right leg very straight. Right hand to hip and begin to open up, getting that IT band stretch. The gallbladder goes right down our IT band. Many variations for arms. You can rise the right arm up, you can wrap it around your low back, whatever feels good for you. But breathe deep. The gallbladder meridian can hold onto a lot. Remember, our wood is all about processing anger. Take some nice, deep, deep stretches. Sometimes people say stretching the IT band gets them frustrated. Well, it's releasing all your anger. We'll take 2 more full breaths. And then exhale. Once that second breath happens, you'll lower down for a moment. And you can just shake anything out you need to before we go to the other side. And then when you're ready, bend the right knee now, left leg stays straight. And find your way, stretching this side. This side might feel different. Most people have different hips just based on your dominant side. And then nice full breath in. And exhale, let it go. And for a moment, shake the head out, yes and no. Maybe you hold opposite elbows and you sway, just whatever the body is feeling. And as lion's breath detox, we're gonna do some sigh breaths now. Imagining anything else that needs to be dumped out of the crown of the head can be released. The audible sound of actually lowers our cortisol levels, our stress hormone. So we're gonna de-stress too. If you don't wanna join us in the audible sound, feel free to just do a regular sigh. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath in. Inhale. Now moving very slow, making sure the eyes come open, root the feet. You're gonna round up one vertebra at a time. As you come up, you can stomp your heels into the ground to feel rooted. As we move into our metal element, first we find mountain to find our grounding. Feeling all the points of your feet rooted down, feeling long and tall. Find that rhythm again of your diaphragmatic breath, moving in and out. And now bringing your hands behind you. Either you can clasp your hands together. If that doesn't feel good, you can hold opposite elbows. Take a nice deep breath in, and at first just stretch the arms down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You're opening up your lung meridian, which is on the front of your body, and you're actually squeezing your large intestine meridian. And now release it and do opposite clasp or opposite elbow. This might feel the more awkward one, and just squeezing. And releasing. Now coming back to probably the clasp that feels good. If you want to widen your feet as we're going forward, feel free. Take a nice deep breath in, open up, and then exhale, hinge forward, little bend in your knees. Let your head and neck relax. Maybe your knees bend and your body rests on them, or maybe you want to really straighten your legs. You could sway from side to side, just making sure your head and neck are completely relaxed. As we're focusing on the metal element of lung, large intestine, a lot of it's housed around our rotator cuff. Great place to activate. And then slowly release the hands back down. They're going to start to drag right by your feet, and you'll start to round all the way back up. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, come back to your intention. Inhale, arms come to a T, right under left, eagle arms. You can do side or wrap. Again, now we're stretching more of our large intestine. We're compressing our lung. As you pull the shoulders down, lift the elbows, start to feel that stretch. Now you can stay here in this. You can bend down into more of a chair squat. Or you can bring right over and you can play with eagle. Just listen, what's the body want? Does it want to just stay straight? Does it want to come to eagle? Does it want to squat? And then you'll slowly release everything for a moment, just sway. I like to say, give your bladder a little slap on the tush. And then coming back to center, take a deep breath in, and then exhale opposite, so it's left under. Yeah. So left under, find your eagle arms first. So pull shoulders down, lift elbows. And then you can stay standing, you can come to chair squat or left over, eagle. Find that breath. If you're in eagle, push your right big toe into the mat. Take any tension out of your face. We don't want to tense up our meridians. Come back to your breath. And then slowly release it. And sway. And then coming back, give yourself a little hug. It doesn't matter which elbow goes over. Eagle arms also stimulated, which we're moving into now, our fire element, our pericardium and heart. For a moment, your heart is being compressed, your pericardium is being stretched. Feel the sensation of the safety in this moment of holding your heart. And then coming on open. Open that chest now, heart expands. And then exhale, do the opposite elbow underneath. Come in and hug. And then open, and just start this nice gentle flow of opening and closing. Imagine like it's the lub-dub of the heart. Boop, 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 boop. If you want to bring a little more into this, you can squeeze into a tiny little ball, and then you can open all the way up. Just listen to what the body wants. And then the next time that you open on up, you'll lower your hands. You'll take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward. From here, you're gonna bring your hands underneath your feet. If this is not available to you, I'm gonna offer a modification if you can't get underneath your feet. So if you can't get underneath your feet, you can come back up and you can just bring your hands together, clasping them, giving your wrists a stretch. Many elements go through our hands. We're focusing now on the pericardium and the heart. We're also working triple heater and small intestine. And then you can slowly release those wrists and just begin to sway from side to side until you come all the way up, stacking your vertebra, coming up. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold, and step back, downward facing dog. And take a nice full round of breath in and out. Activating your core, feeling zipped up, you're gonna slowly roll forward into a plank position. If this is too much, lower the knees. Your exhale will push you back to down dog and start to find this flow, moving from plank to down dog. By holding the support in the core, your shoulders are getting that movement. How easy is it to stay aligned in your shoulders? Do you tend to want to hunch your back? Noticing some tendencies you might have in your posture. And the next time you come to plank, you'll take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Finding your way into Sphinx pose, bringing elbows right underneath your shoulders. Taking some nice full rounds of breath. Sphinx pose compresses a lot of our yang meridians in this little back bend. Opens some of our yin meridians, especially the ones housed in the torso. Look from side to side, take any tension out of the neck. And then slowly lower. Push yourself back up to your knees and sway a little front to back until eventually you push back up, down dog. You'll take a nice deep breath in and you're gonna lift the right leg behind you and then bringing right foot forward. Low lunge. You're gonna lower the knee down. If you need cush for under your knee, grab that. If you need to bring the earth to you, grab that as we're in earth element now. See what I did there? I know. Earth element, stomach, spleen. So we're stretching a little more of our spleen right now. We're getting our stomach though stretched. So our stomach and spleen is our cool one. They go on both sides of your quadricep. So stomach is outside of quadricep. It's yang, so it's going down. Spleen is inside, it's going up. So stretching your quadricep and contracting it works both of those meridians. Now you might stay here in low lunge. Maybe you want to bring your hands up to your front thigh. Maybe you even want to rise your arms. Find what works for you and really feel that left quadricep stretch. As again, you're opening up spleen and stomach. Taking one more nice deep breath in. And then exhale, plant those legs down. You're gonna plant your hands, tuck your back toe. We're gonna do a fun little sweep up, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, sweep back, knee behind wrist, come into pigeon. So left leg is completely out, right in alignment with the hip socket. If you need some cushion for your tush, grab that. And again, when you're ready, you lower. You can lower all the way down in pigeon. You can rest up, but I'm gonna show you a few meridian points that you can activate in pigeon. So we're deeply stretching our glute right now, our right glute. If pigeon doesn't feel good for you, you can lay on your back. You can bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh. You can also hug that left leg in to get a stretch. Whichever version you're in, you're feeling that stretch in your right glute. Gallbladder, meridian, bladder. You're also opening up your left quadricep, so stomach and spleen is getting released. If you would like to activate your bladder meridian a little bit more, you can either diamond your fingers and rest your forehead right in that diamond. It'll activate your bladder, or you can take a block and sit right on the edge of a block, right where your eyebrows are, and you'll get a deeper bladder meridian activation. Taking nice deep breaths in and out. As we sit in pigeon pose, a pose that many people tend to sometimes associate with the mind wandering, maybe it's discomfort with the stretch. It also is really activating our bladder meridian, which is our water element, and our wood meridian here, which is stretching that gallbladder. Water is associated, right, with the energy of fear, and wood is associated with the energy of anger. How often are we masking fear with anger? The energy of wood, flexible, durable, strongly rooted. Vivid green, seeds of new life sprouting in the spring. Picture the lush green in a spring garden. Imagine the planning and decision-making required to create healthy relationships that allow a garden to flourish. Cleanse and detoxify with sour flavors like lemon water. Eating greens, avoiding rich foods. Wood, the motivation and the willpower to truly live your life. Eyes, a clear vision, inspiration, intuitively alive and creative. Wood, the ability to express anger, be assertive. Wood, the energy to renew your relationships, to grow and to flourish. Slowly planting your hands back down. You're gonna sway a little from side to side. Just open that hip up. And then when you're ready, you'll step back one-legged dog for a moment, and then you'll lower down. On an inhale, left leg extends behind you, and then on an exhale, bring that foot forward. You lower your back knee down. Maybe you grab blocks if your body needs it. And again, taking some nice deep stretches in our right quadricep. Gotta get both sides. And you can stay here in low lunge, or you can come up to your front thigh, express your arms up, whatever feels good for you. feel the stretch in that quad. Let it release. And then slowly lower your hands down. You'll set your blocks to the side if you have them. And again, a fun sweep up and back. So sweep that left leg back and then sweep it forward. If you need the modification, come on to your back. If you're in pigeon, just make sure legs directly out of hip socket, lower down. If you're laying on your back, you're figure fouring left ankle on right thigh. And if you want to activate and stimulate your bladder, feel free. As you feel now that stretch in the other side of the body, I'm going to come around and activate your bladder meridian with some gentle touch. If you would like to not be touched, just gently wave me by. Some deeper breaths. I didn't get to you. We'll be in some other poses for that bladder meridian. You'll start to rise on up. You'll start to rock a little. And when you're ready, inhale, extend that leg behind you, one-legged dog. And then exhale, lower it back down, down dog. Slowly begin to lower your knees down and transition your seat to feet in child's pose. You can rest in child's however you want. If you want to lay on a bolster, feel free. If you want to offer yourself a wide leg or close together, find the version of child's pose that supports you. Child's pose is one of the poses that actually can activate and support all of the meridians. As I've been going around releasing that bladder meridian, the element of water, visualize yourself in water, floating, flowing, merging. The reservoirs, the rivers, and the streams of your body. You go deep within for the wisdom of life in water. The depths of the unconscious mind, facing the darkness of the unknown, the courage to be vulnerable. The water, aging with grace and health. Massaging your lower back supports water, avoiding cold foods and sugar. Limiting your salt intake, but always The energy of water asks you to listen to your dreams. Begin to deepen your breath. Take your transition slowly. Maybe you push up or you rock a little. Take the journey of a couple breaths to find your way up to a seated position. Take your time to eventually bring your legs out in front of you in staff pose. Bringing your feet nice and wide. You're going to need to be able to find the place right above your ankle. So don't go super wide where you can't reach. Find a spot where you'll be able to lean. Now, if you want to restore this fold, you can do your good old-fashioned bolster. If you want to rest forward. If you want more of an active fold, you can stay up. We're going to take 3 fingers, and you're going to go from the top of your ankle bone, so right where the ankle bone ends, the top, 3 fingers, and then where the 3rd finger is, you're going to squeeze in with your thumb. This is the spleen, liver, kidney gateway point. If any of you are menstruating, it's probably going to feel ouchie wawa. Just FYI. Now, as you hold it, you hold 3, 4, 5 seconds, and then you release. Take a couple breaths, feel the release of it, and then you go and you hook in. Now, this is a technique in reflexology. It's called thumb hooking. But if you press and then you hook your thumb in, you'll get a more direct point. And again, 3 to 5 seconds, and then you'll release, and then come back to it. Great little thing you can do. A lot of classes teach you wide-legged forward fold. You can push your spleen, liver, kidney while you're doing it. No one will know.
It's out Chihuahua.
It's a Chihuahua, yeah. And just continue this pumping. This is a very powerful acupressure point. As we're in spleen, liver, kidney, the spleen is the element of earth. Earth trusting gravity to hold you, the cycles and rhythms of life. Ground into your support system. A vision lying in a golden field, breathing in sweet smells of the earth. Visualize its fertility and stability, presence and self-acceptance, the ability to nourish yourself without doubt or worry. Create a garden, climb a hill, ground yourself with Tai Chi or yoga. Relax deeply and appreciate what you are and who you are. The element of earth, your center. Begin to slowly rise on back up. You'll set your props to the side and you'll bring your legs out long, and for a moment, kind of rock them. You can even sway your hips. And you can even roll your ankles. Sometimes stimulating that point can just get a lot of stuff moving. Make sure you have the props handy for laying down, but you're gonna grab behind your thighs and you're gonna lower all the way down onto your back. You're gonna allow your feet to come right underneath your knees. If you'd like restorative bridge, you can get a block and place that block right on your sacrum. If you are calling for more movement, you can do active bridge, arms by your sides, pushing into those arms and pressing your hips up. If you do active bridge, take at least 3 breaths in that bridge before you lower. If you're in active bridge, once you do those 3 breaths, you'll just windshield wiper your knees a little, and then you'll go up again. Bridge pose stretches the shoulders, it opens us up. Bridge pose is also a pose that does connect to all elements. We're gonna bring our focus on our shoulders and opening of the heart. It is kind of a very gentle back bend kind of pose. This is where our lungs, feel that breath you get to breathe in, the element of metal. Imagine your body's vast network. Take and breathe energy into your lungs. Let go of all that is unnecessary. Receive and store energy. Eliminate waste. The skin breathes, spicy foods open the pores. The spices of ginger, onion, garlic, flavors of food support the element of metal. Let go of what is inside. Clear out mucus and toxins. Like the falling leaves, let go. Grieving releases a loss. Deepen your breathing. Channel your energy. Consciously use the tools that you have been given. If you are in restorative bridge, you'll remove your props. Everybody will hug their knees into their chests and just start to rock from side to side, massaging your low back. You're getting your glutes and that low back a little massage at your bladder meridian, gallbladder. And eventually allow the knees to fall to the right, arms open up to a T, gentle supine twist. Supine twist, again, a pose that does get to every element, every meridian. As we're in supine twist, feel that stretching of your sternum and the opening of your heart, which lives in the fire element. Fire, dancing light, penetrating, warming. Envision a brilliant, glowing red, cozy, joyful, giving, loving. Prayer, meditation, spirit connect to the element of fire. The tongue speaks its heart. Souls communicate. The belly laughs. Taking in a nice full breath and then slowly going over to the other side. Gently connecting for a couple more moments to your diaphragmatic breath before we rest in a moment in Shavasana. And slowly rising back up. And then if any other poses are calling to you before you find Shavasana, feel free. If you'd like props, placing maybe that bolster under your knees to support your low back. If you want to support your meridians that flow through your belly, which is spleen, which is stomach, and kidney, you can place a blanket right on your belly. This also is great for your vagus nerve. Begin to allow the breath to help the body quiet. As you slowly surrender and relax. Let the body start to sink all the way into the mat. As you feel now all of your yang meridians are supported by the earth. And all of your yin meridians are supported by the heavens. Feeling the balance of them all together. Let yourself kind of float in your element bubble while you're in Shavasana. If you were the element of metal, it's white. The element of water, blue. Wood, green. Fire, red. And earth, yellow. Imagine this color is encompassing you. And we'll stay here in silence for a couple moments until I guide us out. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring movement to your body as you feel yourself, maybe not floating in your bubble of your color, but feel it start to immerse inside of your body. Being the energy, the life force, feeling your prana energy in yoga and your chi energy in Chinese medicine maybe is a little more aligned. As you wiggle and you roll wrists and ankles, fingers and toes, maybe you're breathing a little different. Begin to hug your knees into your chest. Start to slowly set your props to the side until you roll over to whatever fetal pose side is calling to you. Just being mindful of your neighbor. Starting to breathe in a little more energy as you roll forward, and you allow that top arm to push yourself up to easy seated pose. Hands finding your way back to heart center, coming back to your intention that you set. As you take a full round of breath in, and then exhale, head moves towards the hands, allowing the mind to acknowledge the heart and the heart the mind. Honoring yourself for showing up today, honoring your element and all the elements, as well as the practice. The light and the love within me honors that within each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Taking your time to go slowly. We have some extra time for questions, extra time for anybody that does want the yoga practice written out, the recording of this, or any handouts. If you just give me your name and email, I can send it to you. Or if you're interested in learning more about Tracy's Total Wellness, please feel free. I'll leave that right here. Anybody that's interested in cupping, I did bring cups where I can do some cupping, which is part of Chinese medicine practice. I'm offering it 50% off in honor of Guru, so it'll just be $10 if you're interested in getting some cupping. If you're not sure what it is, I'll be over at the cupping station. Answering any questions. Grabbing maybe an oil, maybe now that you feel more aligned, maybe one of your supporting elements is calling to you, grab an oil before you head on out. As well, if you have any insights or anything, I encourage you to write them down right now. So if your yoga practice came up with something, like jot it down on your paper before you leave. And then I have a few items for sale out there. I have chakra crystal pendulums out there for sale. I have sacred collection boxes. It is items like sage, essential oils, teas, herbs, and everybody in that box is a woman small business owner. So they're great for Mother's Day. They're great gifts. I have 2 left in my entire inventory, so it's a great way to support small business. And then I have essential oils for sale outside. So those ones are retail, so don't open those. If you need to smell something, the ones in here are the sniffy ones. And happy Meridians and Movement Day. It's been an honor to be with you. And again, questions, I'll be here. And have a great day. If you used any Guru props, just please wipe them down. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.